got a vulnerable user in the right lane, but long hazard white lines to the centre. So I'm still gaining on the ones in front now, so I'll be bringing the drive out shortly, matching the speed. So the drive's off now, we've got brake lights down the inside. So we've got speed reduction coming up, changing from sort of rural industrial to residential. Still got long hazard white lines to the centre. We've got a speed enforcement area warning. We've got brake lights on the ones going down the hill in front. And there's still brake lights going away. We've got some tyre marks there, some marks on the carriageway. Still got a soft verge, got further tyre marks here. So I'm going to turn right at this crossroads. So I've updated the mirrors. Slowing the carriageway, still bringing the drive off, taking a nice certain position, keeping the car nicely balanced, speed is set, off the brakes, the turn. We're in a national now, updating the mirrors. There's got a warning sign there, a caution sign. That's caution for pedestrians, cyclists and horses crossing. So I'm just keeping the drive off for a minute, it's creeping it through, just checking through the right and the left hand side to make sure it's maintained as clear. Drive's coming back on now. Got some tyre marks here, so that's a warning. Something's gone wrong there in the past. So the driver's off now, very progressive braking. Got my limit point, must be able to stop in the distance I can see. Taking a central position here. Looking through the hedge there, across the bridge. Got a pedestrian on the bridge. Just creeping it through. Just got a limit point there in the 12 o'clock. A vehicle coming on the other side of the road. Didn't take that corner particularly well. Just got some tyre marks here as well. So updating the mirrors for the corner. Happy to continue in the central position. I am clear behind. Offer me the best view. Always tuck it back to the left at any time. Taking a more of a left position now. Looking through the bend as far as I can see. Updating the mirrors. Obviously the tree tops are cut high, so big vehicles are using this road. Got a junction there to the left. Some sort of opening on the right side. Updating the mirrors, taking a central position. Hoping to make some progress through there. So off the drive again now for the crest of the hill. Waiting for the road to develop. Got a speed change coming up, so maybe some residential places. Got various tyre marks here on the carriageway. Got some sort of factory units to the right and to the left. So we're down to 30 now. Updating the mirrors again, there's nothing behind. Still got scarring and various tyre marks on the surface there. So got a weight restriction, which is not applicable to me. Well, various tyre marks here on this carriageway, so something's gone wrong here in the past. So keeping the speed off. Limit point now 12 o'clock up to telegraph pole, slowly opening, pulling the wheel round with the corner. Still got the tree tops cut high, so big vehicles are using this road still. Still got various tyre marks here, tucking into the left to get the best view. Got a warning sign there someone's put saying concealed entrance. Also got a convex mirror, so updating my mirrors. Clear behind, keep away from that junction on the left, or that entrance. Still got a mandatory 30, taking a more of a central position, having a look through the bend. Another warning here for a concealed entrance. Just tucking back towards the left side for the best view, keep away from that concealed one. Because we're in a residence place now, an area, so the speed is still coming off. My limit point now is the brick wall at 12 o'clock, so updating the mirrors, feeding it through. No problem with that car that came opposite. So at the end of this road I'm going to turn right. So just update the mirrors, still clear behind. back on the drive a bit now, make a bit of progress. You've got road warning of vehicles coming on the opposite side of the carriageway. It's a single lane bridge. So I have to take my central position. I can see right through the bend now, so bringing my drive in. The limit is 40. I won't be doing 40 because there's houses here on the left. I'm going to maintain my central position. Road's bending through us. I'm tucking back towards the left side. Updating the mirrors. Noticing the tree tops are still cut high. So big vehicles using this road as well. You've got a national coming up now. Limit point is moving all the time. So I'm taking a central position. You've got a junction to the left with some sort of lay-by here on the left. Still in my central position. Just tugging back towards the left side now. Got some tyre marks here on this sort of crossroads. So I'm going to take a central position through there. Just keep away from them junctions to the left and to the right. Back on the drive now. I can make some progress. Various tyre marks here on the way into that as well. So I'm heading towards the centre line. I'm off my drive completely. Letting the car settle down for this bend. We don't ever know what's around the corner. So I'm back on the drive now. Tree tops still cut high. So I can make some progress. So the road is bending to the right. Come back towards the left side slightly. I'm going to take a central position. Still clear behind. So I'm going to tuck it back towards the left side. I've got the headlights on the car coming opposite. Some various tyre marks here as well. This is a relatively new surface, so there's no markings on the road. Back towards the central position, away from that debris in the left-hand lane, left-hand side. Got some entrance here on the left, got a finger post junction to the right. So I'm off to the drive now, just let the car settle itself down. The junction immediately to the left as well, so keep the speed up for a minute, make sure you can see through the hedgeway that the road is clear. So back on the drive now. Vehicle parked on the right side. It's updating the mirrors again. Got a junction to the left. We've got microclimates underneath these trees. Where the sun hasn't gone through, it's still wet carriageway. It's going to be 4 seconds today. Happy with that junction on the left. Can't see nothing through the trees. Drive's still on. Making some progress now. Nice clear view down to the limit point. Updating the mirrors. Clear behind. Still maintaining that central position. There's some property here or something on the left I can see through the trees. Just updating the mirrors again in case I need to stop. So the limit point is still going away. I'm off the drive now. Canopy is still cut high. So there's some turning across the pathway here. We've got a nasty junction here on the right side and the left. Just going to creep it through here. You can see the blue one has come too far forward. I'll take a nice central position through there. He's looking at me, so that's good. Got a vulnerable user on the right side. Back on the drive now, so I'm standing more on the left. So updating the mirrors. So it's updating the mirrors. High canopy cut here as well. Clear behind, can't see nothing coming down through the trees. Take the central position for that, straighten that out. Back on the drive, off for the warning sign for the crossroads. One threat here on the left. Back on the drive, off again for the crest of the hill. Updating the mirrors, still clear behind. So we're going to join the dual carriageway now, and at the roundabout I'm going to turn left. So updating the mirrors again as I come through a near stop. Let's check it to the right side. No need to stop there, the road side is clear. I have the complete roundabout, so I'm going to straight line the roundabout. Take a nice central position. So back on the drive now. Got the warning sign for wild animals. corner out a little bit. It's got the clear way. Got a soft verge to the left if I need to stop. I'm looking down as far as I can see to the roundabout. I'm updating my mirrors, still clear behind. Got brake lights on the cars going to the roundabout. It's slightly windy here as well, with the hills to either side and the wind coming down the carriageway. So there's some tyre marks on the carriageway there as well. So the traffic in the opposite lane is flowing as well. So I'm looking for the best lane at my roundabout already. Obviously the roundabout is currently empty, so a nice simple position would be good. So in my current position I have the ability to take the right or left lane if I require it. So signal come off, just check the left shoulder is clear, just straighten that out a little bit, make life easy for myself. So back on the drive now. The speed here is obviously 70, that's what I'm maintaining. My left side is obviously turned off on the off ramp. The left shoulder come back over. Nothing to signal for. Traffic in the opposite lane is flowing. Bit of a microclimate underneath the bridge. One joining in the distance, got a slip there to the left. But that's currently clear. I have no need to move lanes at this moment in time. Just do a quick glance at my left shoulder, make sure I've missed nothing in the on ramp. Various tyre marks here on the carriageway, and there's also a new piece of central reservation been replaced, so we assume the vehicle's been through that. So I'm gaining on the one in front, so I'll take a nice right hand lane, keeping the car nicely balanced all the time, steering is set. Just slowing the carriageway now and a warning for the roundabout. So the drive's coming off. Pop a signal on for that vehicle behind, just let them know what I'm doing. Just checking across the roundabout now, updating the mirrors continuously, looking down for my new lane. I'm doing a U-turn here. Just checking the left shoulder, make sure they have stayed in their positions. I know my left shoulder is clear, I've checked it again. Now I'm back on my drive. Try and straight line that as much as I can. The vehicle behind, so while he's behind I won't straight line fully. I'll come back towards the left side. So the drive's coming off now, as I'm gaining on the ones in front. It's a natural uphill braking, I'm not touching the brakes yet. I'm going to come up in 300. going to speed match the ones in front, keep them on 2 seconds. So I'm looking across to the right side now over the bridge for traffic. I'm going to be turning left at the roundabout. Updating the mirrors now. Maintaining that 2 seconds. Warning for low flying aircraft. So this is a national area, but I can already see houses appearing on the right side. So I assume there'll be a speed reduction very shortly. So updating the mirrors, one behind, fairly close. Doing 40 as I came in through the 40. The junction there to the left, just coming towards the centre line slightly away from there, even though it's nice and open. The ATS are going to turn right. So the ATS for me is currently green, so I assume that will be changed time I get there, so I'm already progressively braking. Updating the mirrors continuously as I start to stop. Just back on the foot brake now in drive. Looking down my new road, which is currently clear. Got a 30-mile-an-hour zone changing to a 20 for a school. That school won't be in operation today, however, still maintain the speed limit. Got some traffic calming here, but a bus in the opposite direction. Long hazard white lines to the centre. Updating the mirrors to the new speed. Holding it back till we get to the 30. Bringing the drive back on now for the 30. Got a garage forecourt with a junction just before that on the left side, just coming towards the centre line slightly. Garage forecourt appears empty. One in front is turning. We've got a vulnerable user on the opposite side. Just drives back on. Junction to the left was clear. So got some shops here on the right hand side. Long hazard white lines to the centre still, one behind. Looking through the roundabout now for my exit, which was clear over the roundabout. Checking to the right side, and I'm happy to continue. Some pedestrians there just walked across the carriageway, they've cleared it. So back on the drive now, got one coming across in front, so we're taking a nice central position away from him, because he's still moving. At the mini roundabout will be going ahead. Got slowing carriageway, got surface change to high resistance. One behind, quite close. Got a vulnerable user in the opposite lane. Got a vulnerable user to the left side on the path and two beyond that as well. So I'm off the drive now. Slow it down for the 20. Got school warning for a school. That won't be in operation today. Got long hazard white lines to the centre, junction to the left, and junction to the right. Got various scarring on the carriageway here as well. The driver behind is very impatient doing 20 in the 20. Various scarring, slowing carriageway. I won't be intimidated by the one behind. It doesn't like doing 20, but going through the mini roundabout, continuing. There's more traffic calming here. Got more pedestrians to the right side, and they're vulnerable on the left as well. Still maintaining that 20. The ATS up ahead is red, the vehicle in the carriageway. Standing water to the left side, updating the mirrors again. Still got long hazard white lines to the centre. junction to the right and to the left are both clear. So nice progressive braking now up to the ATS. So some micro climbs underneath these trees. We're in for a 30 now, the warning for the ambulance station. One behind is very, very impatient. Very close. So a slowing carriageway, damp surface. Creeping the car through the bend, keeping nicely balanced. Back on the gas now. So we've got long hazard white lines to the centre, scarring to the left side. Various scars here as well. A slowing carriageway, various drain covers. Further scarring here through this right bend. It's got long hazard white lines and the road is developing further in front. Various scars to the left and to the right underneath my wheels. And that's the end of the advanced drive.